Generation curses, putting them in hearses. Was a dark child like Roddy Jerkins. God spoke to my heart, God in Jerkins. You sitting on business, can I get a witness? Anybody knows that the devil help me believe in lies. Find the truth now, I'm on fire. Got they going. Now I'm preaching, I prophesy. Holy Spirit all up inside. That's me to pray and I'm like, they took my joy, they took my peace with me. Stop the business, rock the vision, let the grief stick to the mission. I hear heaven singing.
Yeah. Happy weekend to ya. How's everyone doing?
Good.
That's good. I like it when we're good. Oh man, this is Positive Forces show. Always giving you more. Sending you positive
To
vibes.
change your lives.
I'm your host, Kimon Hall.
And I'm your co-host, Yola, Yoli.
And I'm Dewan, D1, to help you get through
Come on,
your journey
Dewan.
of
Oh, brap. All right.
The one.
The
Ooh,
one
yay.
is in the building.
Love it.
Welcome back, therapists. You've been gone and missing in action.
Love it.
Yeah, I love it too.
I'm back now.
Fantastic.
The one.
The one.
Hey, Dewan, how are you doing up in sunny Florida?
I'm tired of the heat, but it's
How-
nice. Just
how you
had
doing, Dewan?
Thanksgiving. So like I'm at the age now where I have to help cook. So that was fun. Interesting to be on the other side of that. But it was nice to see your family and friends. So it was a good time.
Okay. All right. Turn up your volume a little bit, Dewan, so we can hear you a little bit clearer.
Okay.
Just
Can you hear
a
me
little
better?
bit clearer. Yeah. Let's start off with prayer.
Yes.
All right. Yes,
Yes.
ma'am. Sounds great.
Heavenly Father, first off, I want to say thank you.
Thank you, God.
Thank you, Lord, for being who you are. Thank you, Lord, for being the same, Lord, yesterday, today, and in the future. Lord, thank you so much for bringing us together for Thanksgiving, but also reminding us, Lord, that you are always there for us. Remind us, Lord, to love you, to love each other, to worship you, to trust you. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
That's good.
Thank you.
That's good.
I love saying thank you in prayer. I don't know what that is.
And gratitude. We're supposed to
I
show
love-
gratitude.
Yeah.
Not just wait till Thanksgiving to show gratitude, but we're
Mhm.
Right.
Mhm.
yeah, for sure.
Yes.
All right. Well, this week is coming up. How are you excited about the week?
No, not particularly.
Nothing.
I'm not particularly excited, but I do have a little Yoli thought, short and sweet.
Yeah.
It has to do exactly with what Kimon was just talking about this new week. Why? Because tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, is December the 1st.
Already?
Yes.
That's right. Because
Tomorrow is December 1st. So it's time to get ready for the Christmas rush. Right? So I've decided there's different categories of people, and I want all of us during this December to have grace and compassion for these different people that show up in December. So there's those of us that are like, it's December 1st. I didn't get to do A, B, C, D in my list of things to do.
Yeah.
I need to see if I can rush and do it now in 30 days.
Yeah.
Then there's those of us that had a great year.
Mhm.
And everything went our way and we got everything accomplished and we are just on cloud 9. And there's some of us that just want the year to end. It may have been a good year, but we are ready to start new and fresh in the new year. So with all of those categories that I came up with, but where you might be starting tomorrow, December 1st, I just want you all to remember to have grace, to be compassionate with yourself. You know, for those of us that didn't get things that we wanted to get done, you know, don't worry about it. You know, that's just what happened, you know, in the past. Let's try to remember to move forward and that you can still do those things. You just need to readjust, maybe make a new list and try again. The whole point is not giving up, right? So don't give up. Push forward. This is the mad December rush. I was thinking to myself today that sometimes you might feel like, oh, I want to spend all my money. And I try to remind myself that, it's okay to spend money. It's okay. Just let it be responsible spending of money.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, you don't get to take that money with you anyway. And it's more important
Facts,
that you
facts.
have a good
Yeah.
relationship with yourself, a good relationship with God, and a good relationship with your neighbors being your loved ones, your friends, and the strangers that you encounter every day. So tomorrow's December 1st, guys. Let's get it done. Let's go out with a bang and let's have a good December. That's the only thought.
It's good. It's good. That's
Yeah, I
good.
like
That's
that.
good. I
like
love
that.
it. That's a lot. But I do like the fact that you said, don't beat yourself up. The year's over. And it's easy for people to do that. They look
Absolutely.
back at reflect on the year, and they're just like, I didn't accomplish half of what I wanted to accomplish. Or maybe I had a setback, or, just things did not work out the way I wanted to work. And it's easy to fall in a place of defeat, a place of self-sabotaging yourself, even for the upcoming year. Like saying, I give up. And I'm during the holiday times, a lot of people do give up. And then to reflect, and nothing's happening, that nothing happened that progressed them, or they feel like, made them progressive. That's even like a double whammy,
Yeah, it is.
Don't be hard on yourself. I love that. And
Yeah.
easier said than done,
Of course.
but
Yes.
can be done nonetheless.
Yeah, I like to also
Yeah,
add
gotta
in there,
remember
like, there's
that
a lot of
you make
like
plans and
fun-
God makes your plans.
Oh, can you hear me? Oh,
Yeah,
Yes.
go ahead.
okay.
We
I
can
just
hear you.
wanted to add in there,
Yeah, good.
to leaning into gratitude, like we were talking about earlier, because there's a lot of grief around the holidays too. A lot of people don't have those connections. A lot of people are suffering with grief of loved ones, of losing loved ones. So just remembering to like lean into gratitude around these holidays, and make sure you are connecting with people instead of disconnecting with people. Like, a lot of people tend to go into self during the holidays because of sadness or lack of finances or things like that. But I'm encouraging you to do the opposite. Stay connected and really lean into gratitude this time of year.
I love it.
That's good. When finance is not financing, it ain't good.
No.
It ain't good. Not a good feeling at all. We need the finance to be financing. Ben Patterson, how you doing, sir? Welcome to the show.
We need financing to be financing.
Yes, we do. 100%. Yeah.
Let's think of things we can do. Right. Let's think of things that we can do when finance is not financing. I like it.
Go sell something. Do a I don't know, a yard sale. Do something. Go do something.
Yeah, do something. Your Christmas dinner. So this is quick, but Thanksgiving dinner, I saw this post, not post, but on the news, where this lady Thanksgiving dinner for $12. And it was a 1-pan meal. And she had like the mashed potatoes and the green beans, and then she put like, I guess, canned turkey, and then all of the cranberry, and then sweet potato and whatever on top, and she baked it. And she had a spoon of it, and it looked really good. It looked like something you would make if you're making a casserole, like a one-pot casserole. So, even if your finances may not be financing, let's get creative with the financing, and just take inspiration from other people of what we can do when it comes to meals, gifts, quality time, spending time, being grateful, being thankful. Yeah.
So many places though are giving out free food and a lot of discounts. So grab what you can, guys. Grab what you can. Today we're going to be talking about vetting in relationships, and we know relationships are hard but easy. at the same time. Relationships can be hard and easy. All depends on the people, right? And we know that vetting is important, whether we're vetting for ourselves, but we're talking about our friends vetting, helping us to be able to discern, helping us to be able to get an outside perspective on the potential relationship or the new relationship that people are in. So, having a friend. So, we're going to talk about what type of friend, our friends are supposed to be able to get in your business so early. Is vetting necessary in relationships, guys? All right. What are your thoughts on it, ladies?
You want to go first, Dawn?
Go ahead, therapist.
Yes, I'll go first. I think vetting is important when it's coming from a place of goodness. Not necessarily. You have to, the person that you are getting the vetting from, you have to be somebody that you're in a trusting relationship with, somebody that has your best interest at heart. So I think that's important to think about when you're seeking advice from somebody. Like, does this person have my best interest at heart? And can I trust them? Because you want to make sure the person that they're telling you about is somebody that they also trust and know too. So I think that's an important part of the whole process.
Yeah. I like that. So we got to find this one confidant. Is it that one person? Is it a whole bunch? Is your whole crew? Like, who do you think to be involved in the vesting? Like, just one person? Literally one person?
No, I think it could come from.
Or do I call my crew? I'm like, Dwan, hey, listen, I need you here. Yola, I want my crew. I need y'all to like come in and help me.
I think that it just depends on the person, because I mean, there's some people out there that have that one confident friend, but there's other people that have a group of friends like Sex in the City or like Sisters, where it's a group of 4 or 5 women or a group of 3 women and 1 man in their group, and they all vet their new relationships or tell what's going on in the relationships, new or old, with each other. So I guess it just depends on your group of friends, because I think that we all kind of have, not all of us, have different groups of friends, right?
Yeah.
And so that's where the trust comes in. Like, which group of friends do you trust, and how long have you known them?
Yeah.
Because then you have to look out for people that might be good friends with you, but might have a tinge of jealousy or envy, because these are natural, unfortunate emotions of people that might see that you have something that they want that they don't have. And so, it creeps up on the best advice, or they start to try to hold you back, or they put this, or there's some people that will put seeds of doubt in you based on their experience. So they're not really looking at you, your experience with a clean plate. They're looking at what they've been through, their trauma, and they put that one seed in there, which makes you doubt this new relationship that you're in. So you have to really know the person and trust the person with who you're going to share vetting with. Yeah,
that's true. Because they're like, hey, all men are dogs and all women are whatever, right?
Yeah.
And then you just like, wait a minute, and then now you start seeing the dog in him, or the whatever bad word in the female, and you're like, man, that is true. And so you start looking for things, right?
Yeah, it's almost like a subliminal message. Like, this person, this friend of yours was cheated on, and this person that was cheated on, this individual did a specific thing, and then you come with, oh, well, I haven't heard from him in the past 2 or 3 days. Oh,
red flag.
Is he married? And all of a sudden you're like, wait a minute, is he?
Let me call him at 3 o'clock in the morning to see if he'll answer the phone.
Right. Let's see. Oh, you know what I did? I did this. You should do that. And and it puts a seed of doubt in you. And sometimes when that one little mustard seed is entered, you can't get rid of it. It just seems to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And then your doubt from whatever you had from your past starts to attach to it. And all of a sudden it snowballed, and then it fizzles out and it's over. So
womp womp.
Yeah.
Lisa said, hey, Lisa. Lisa said a trusted outside perspective is crucial. IMO. What's that again? What's IMO?
in my opinion.
especially in the early stages when we, in my opinion, thank you.
Thank you.
Especially in the early stages when we usually have blinders on. There you go, Lisa.
Yeah, I was gonna
Ding,
say
ding,
that
ding,
too.
ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
100%. That's true. That's true. 'Cause when you first meet somebody, you're in this euphoric stage, you're in the honeymoon period, and you just don't see what you're supposed to see. You're in Google land, right? So
Mhm.
yeah, I like that. Giving you yeah,
Yeah,
giving
people
you
from the outside can see things you're not
the
seeing.
blinders, helping you with the blinders. That's excellent.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what's funny about you though is sometimes you might tell this person what you're seeing from the outside looking in,
Yeah.
and they're not hearing you at all.
I don't want to hear that.
Yeah, they're just not hearing you. They don't believe anything you say. So it's kind of hard to navigate that because you have to know that this person is somebody that will hear what you're saying
Mm,
and at least
Mhm.
take it into consideration, if
Mhm.
nothing else.
Right.
And some of us, like you said, you get the blinders on and this person can do no wrong.
yeah,
And then after the person's done wrong and you go to your friend says, yeah, well,
I told you.
I told you. Or they don't say
No,
anything. And then they
yeah.
say, oh, I always thought something wasn't
No,
quite
it's okay.
right.
Yo, yeah.
Why you didn't tell them before? Come on.
Yeah.
But I think it's also integral part. You have to be willing to take the vetting. Like if somebody's telling you something about this person, you have to be able to take it into consideration. Like Yola was saying, you can't just dismiss it. You have to take it in and really listen. You have to be willing to listen
Yeah.
to people when they're telling you stuff. So, mhm.
Mm.
Right. Right. I agree. Shout out to my friend Stephen
Hey,
Hill.
Steven.
Thanks for checking in.
Thanks for
Stephen has a
checking in.
comment. I sort of kind of think friends get in the way, become a slight wedge, or become an excuse or outlet or option when your partner or wife should be the only or the outlet to relax. Should be the only outlet to relax.
Mm.
Yeah. What do you guys think about that?
Okay. They get in the
Friends
way
get in the way. Yes.
because of a slight wedge.
And they become a slight wedge between you and the person you're with. If you're venting to your friend.
Hmm. I mean, I
And-
think that can be true. I think the friend can be. One moment, caller. I think the friend can get in the way, and I think that is only because maybe there can be too much involvement by that friend, or that friend has that negative thing about that person. Maybe they know of the friend, know the friend before. Maybe that friend is just somebody that they're just like, hey, I see these flags and I don't want to you with, and he's just being like really potent and being very targeted and very just like, hey, listen, I'm trying to save your life here, kind of thing. It could be and not giving that person the space to be able to make that decision for themselves. So
Mhm.
they can be so involved and probably with the best intentions sometimes, but they're just so involved that it chokes the friendship, it chokes the feedback that could possibly be heard.
It chokes the relationship
Yeah.
that you're trying to be in
Yes.
with the other partner, wife, husband, whatever.
Mhm.
Because you're putting in that seed of doubt
Yeah.
again,
Mhm.
because this person might be your trusted friend. So I think sometimes you might have to limit what you say. Because I have heard before, I don't know who told me this, that I'm just going to say general, that some people, like if you're married, you don't really share what's going on in your marriage with your friend because you don't want your friend to look at your partner in a bad way.
Or too much of a good way.
Oh, gosh. I
My
wasn't gonna go
goodness.
there, but yes.
That's another
Yeah,
show.
that's true.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. That's another show. We got a caller. Caller, where are you calling from? And what's your name? Shout out where you're from. And let's hear your opinion. Hey, Lisa.
Share a particular story because your conversation made me think about a very a situation with a friend that I wish I would have said something because it was someone in my friend group. She was dating this person and he had a very good public reputation, but I had a weird feeling about him but it was just based on my intuition.
Mm-hmm.
But he had very weird ways of, he was very possessive and very controlling. And I saw that a lot, especially when I spent time with my friend by herself. So when I found out that she was getting married, I was so scared, but I wanted to say something, but I didn't, because everything that I was feeling was just based on intuition.
Right.
It was just based on, I have a bad feeling about this person. So I didn't say anything. Plus, I didn't want to blow up our relationship. I'm going to, tell her something. And it's just, like, within other friends of ours, we would talk about, the weirdness.
Yeah.
But again, that's her choice.
Right.
Now, a couple of years down the road, my feelings were definitely right. And he was a psychopath.
Wow.
And he was really making her life miserable. And he was a complete nightmare.
Wow.
But here was the dilemma for me, because wherein I only had bad feelings, I didn't know this person. She had people in her life that knew this man, knew some of the ways that he had, knew some of the horrible things he had done to people before.
And no one told her.
His reputation for just being a scam artist and all around just sleazy person. And he said nothing.
Wow. Okay.
So to me, I just kind of wanted to share that story and kind of, to kind of just throw my 2 cents in, because sometimes you can have a bad feeling, but it's not actually based on facts.
Yeah.
And you kind of don't know where to go. Should I say something? Should I not? If I say something, will it really even blow up my relationship? You don't want to blow up your relationship just based on a bad feeling.
Right.
But then you have someone else, they not just, it wasn't just that they had bad feelings. They knew his history.
Wow. Okay. All
and
right.
They did not say anything.
Thank you for that, Lisa. Oh my God, that's good. Thank you so much for calling, Lisa. Stay with us. Keep being in touch with us, okay? And stay locked with us today. Stay locked with us. Yeah, man. Big up yourself. Hey. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Lisa. That's crazy, because wow, she didn't say anything. She didn't say anything
because she didn't have proof.
Yeah.
And it's based on intuition. And it's funny because intuition is also important, but you have to know if the friendship that you have is someone that you can tell them your intuition, your feeling, because there's some people that are connected emotionally with other people. Like I can feel people's feelings, and it might be an intuition of what I'm feeling, but it usually ends up to be true, whatever that is. And mom was also that way more than I was.
Yeah.
But when you approach the person, you have to know that person can receive what you're saying, because they might have blinders on and then you don't have proof. But that just goes to show how much your relationship is as far as trust with one another and honesty with one another. But what I don't like is the friends that knew and had evidence
and don't say
anything.
Yeah.
Because they put her in danger.
They're in danger. It goes to show, guys, say something if you know something. And sometimes when you say something, that your friend might say, hey, you're jealous, or you didn't want it to work. And that might, like Lisa said, that that could have severed that relationship, and she didn't want that. She was kind of scared. But it's always good to say something. At the end of the day, you said your piece, and you said it with love, and you hope that your friend will take it in that love and light. And if you always have it in the back of your mind, but not saying something and having to live with that, that's something else too.
Yeah. I do understand Lisa's though, because it was intuition. She had no facts. But if you have facts, then you should definitely say something.
Yeah. But sometimes you don't get facts until later on down.
This is true.
Yeah. So you go with intuition, and then you look at the intuition, you look at those stuff, and you're like, wait, okay, let me see. You're not going on a negative light, but you're checking the temperature. You're seeing You know, it was you seeing, you looking. You
So
looking.
Ben said that is how Angela Bassett stole her husband from her hairdresser. What Angela Bassett movie is that, Ben?
Oh
She
no.
probably said too much good stuff about her husband, and then and that happens too. We see that in movies a lot, where
In
a
movies.
friend, or in real life, like you and I are friends, and I tell you the great things my husband does, and then you're like, and then one thing leads to another, and it's ruined because of that jealousy. So yeah, that's not cool to steal someone's husband.
I'll tell you all right now.
Not
I am
cool.
not a husband stealer.
No, I
That
don't.
is not cool.
No, no one wants to be in that
No.
spotlight. No one wants to be in. That's a lot of weight. Yeah.
Yes.
That's the steal. No, you make sure, because I always say, if you're in a relationship with someone, end it, get over it. Make sure I'm not the cause. I don't never want to be the cause of someone breaking up. I don't want to be the cause.
I figure if you're happy, I'm happy. So if you want to tell me that your guy is the sun and moon and stars and all that stuff in the 2020 song or mint condition, whoever it is, that's fine. I'm happy you're happy. I don't want what you have because you're happy.
Yeah, I don't want to
No.
steal. I don't want to steal nobody's man. I'd rather you break up and then you choose. If we come together, then fine. But nah, don't steal nobody, man.
Mhm.
Don't steal nobody.
There's too many guys out
Too
there.
many guys out there. Not cool.
I
Not
want to
cool,
bring
y'all.
something else up about vetting, because vetting is essentially you putting your reputation on the line for this person. So that's an important part of it too, because you're essentially saying to your friend, like, I know this person, this is a good person, they're going to treat you right. So a lot of people want to vet for people, but they're kind of nervous because if it doesn't work out, then it's you looking like, you're a bad judge of character, and nobody wants that.
Oh, yes.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point. The vetting could be
Caller?
somebody that already knows the person that's introduced you.
Hello,
And now, yeah, I like that one, Juan.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. That's true.
Hello.
Yeah, so you have to just be careful.
Mhm.
You have to know who your friends are, and you have to make sure that the person that you're vetting for is a stand-up person, but you don't really know how people show up in relationships, but as a friend, they could be one way.
Yes, agreed.
but they're a different
Completely.
way. So that's always a touchy subject. So that's why I think when people like to have friends.
All right, we have a caller. Caller, where you come from? What's your name? Let us. How you doing?
From Savannah, Georgia.
Hey, from Savannah.
Hi, Savannah. From Savannah.
Hi, you guys.
Doing well. How are you?
I'm doing well. So I was listening in regard to having good friends to talk about your relationships with. Is that correct?
Yes,
ma'am.
that's it, Marlena.
I have good friends like Yola and Dwan who I bounce thoughts and ideas with. They are the best.
Oh,
that's not. I would say that's true. I can say that's true.
Thank you. I feel the same way about you. You know that. It's our mama tribe. So Marlena's from Mama Tribe Mamas.
Okay.
From our tribe.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
All right. So what do you think? You think that it's always good to have good friends to vet? You want your friends to vet you, or you're just like, and are you gonna listen to them 100%, or are you just gonna be like, you're gonna like take it with a grain of salt and kind of take it slowly? How are you gonna do it?
I'm gonna definitely use their information to vet the person that I'm dating. I am going to do more than take it with a grain of salt, but maybe not 100%, because what they like and what I like, are two different things. However, I trust them enough to guide me in the right direction.
Mm-hmm. It's good. That's what's up. That's good friendship, and that shows that you're a good friend. And it's good to be able to do that. And I think that's actually the best way.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And I do like what you said, Marlena, about listening to what your friends are saying when they're vetting, but also taking some parts with a grain of salt because of differences of like and dislikes.
Mhm.
But also, I think you can tell if the advice you're getting from your friend is positive or negative, if it's
January.
good or if it's bad.
Mhm.
And as you go through getting to know this person, maybe some of the things that the person is that your friends are telling you, you might actually see it.
Mhm.
So it's good to hear it
Yeah.
and just keep it in the back of your mind in case it happens. That might not happen.
Right.
But it's
Right.
this fine line of being able to tell which advice I can take and which I should not, because you
Mhm.
don't want to take some advice based on someone else's trauma,
Right.
and
Whoa.
all of a sudden you're
Yeah.
not giving this guy a fair shake.
Yeah. All right.
Because I agree, we don't always know what red flags to look for.
Mhm.
And your red flags may be, knowledgeable, something that I need to, be aware of. So then when I be like, you know what, Yola and Dwan told me about this,
Mhm.
and that happened.
Right.
And, now I know, what to see, not only in this guy, but the next guy.
True.
Mhm.
You know.
That's good.
And hopefully we can find the right guy.
Right.
That's
the
what's
hope,
up.
Marlena.
That's what's
The
up.
hope.
Thank you so much, Marlena.
You're so welcome. Thank you guys. Great.
Bye.
Thank you. You too. Love you.
Thanks. Keep it locked with
Bye.
us on You Choose Radio, Viscosity Blend, Zion Highness Radio, Reggae Global Radio, guys. We are live here on the Positive Forces Show.
Do we have another call?
Let's see. Hello, caller. Are you a caller?
Oh, look at
Can't do it. Can't do it.
Marlena just came to
Do-
buy
can't
the
do,
visit.
uh,
So it's
all right.
nice
So
seeing
yeah.
you.
What you said?
I said Marlena and Bella came by to visit, so
What'd you
it
say?
was so lovely seeing them. So I was glad to see them. They stopped by on their way from.
Oh, yay. I missed my bell. Shout out to Marlena
Oh,
and Bells on the Positive Forces
Miss
Show. We love you
Bella.
guys.
Yes,
So
we love you
sweet.
guys.
That's awesome.
So nice to see them. Yes.
All right. So
Do we have a caller? Oh no.
Mhm.
awesome. Ben says she complained about Courtney Vance to Angela, and she took advantage of the situation. Okay. Talking about Angela Bassett.
Okay.
All right.
I
Mm.
mean, can you really fight
took
it if Angela
advantage.
Bassett wants your man? Can you fight it? I don't know.
Say that again.
Man, Angela Bassett, tough.
Yeah, she's a tough one. I love it. I love it.
I'm just like, all right,
love
you
it.
win. Like, okay, I don't know if we can compete. I don't know.
Right. It's like a quadruple threat, whatever that is.
Hey, but my question is though, since we're talking about friends, do you think that it's possible that say Duan, you're vetting and you're in this, you like this guy, you're into this guy. You think that it's possible that friends could put too much of the responsibilities on their friends? And you think that's fair to the
Yes.
friends?
Yeah, go ahead, Duan.
No, I think that friends can't put too much bearing on what their friend's opinion of another
For sure.
person is, because they don't trust themselves to make that decision about people, maybe because they have bad relationships in the past, or they don't trust themselves, or childhood trauma. So yes, I think they can do that. Should they do that? No, because of course you need to have your own take on this person. You can't look at the person through all the opinions of other people, because then you can't have a true connection. So yeah, yes, people do that, and people do that a lot, especially like when you're younger, like in your teens, like you ask your friend, do you think he's cute? Do you think, things like that. But as you get older, I think you need to take your opinions a little less and look to yourself to see if this is a true fit or not. So
What do you think, Yola?
I agree with Duan. I think that that a person can put too much pressure on their friends, almost like you're trying to make your friend make the decision, or friends make the decision for you. But but your friends are not in the relationship with this individual. It's almost like, you guys remember those movies where you would have a guy was too shy to talk to a woman, so he'd have his friend write poems or words or speeches, and then the girl would for the guy, yeah, but it's not him. It's his friend that's feeding him all these things that she wants to hear. So it's a lot of pressure to like have to come up with that stuff, and essentially you're not really making a decision. That person is not making a decision based on you because you're putting all of your thoughts for your friend to decide who you want to be with. So yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I could see, and that could probably happen when you have a friend that maybe they're in a great relationship and you just know that they know how to choose a person, and you just like, oh my God, like I need you to really help me, and you really value that person's opinion. I could see that can be a possibility. You're just like, man, I want what you have, and you spotted it, you are on point, and so you're just like, but it is good for someone to step back and get a hold of yourself and say, wait, let me marinate myself into this, take it step by step, and be emotional, yeah, but not, have balance and be able to even, and then what if someone says, you know what, I wonder what would Yola, or what would Lisa, what would Dwan do in this situation? And somebody might take your, what they think you'll do or what you've said you've done before, and use that to kind of help them validate what they're going through.
Yeah, I can see that. I'm not sure if that's really good or bad. I guess it really depends on what it is. That could be anything. That could, and I was just thinking that too, that instead of just vetting the person, you might be already kind of getting to know this new relationship, and you might ask your friend, well, what do you think about what this person did?
Yeah.
It's the same as, well, what would Yola do if this wasn't a situation? Or I know that Yola or Kimon did this, so I'm gonna do that too. So yeah.
Yeah.
That could happen.
Yeah. What about having like overprotective friends though?
Oh, I don't know about that.
You have overprotective friends that are just like, wait a minute.
Those are the ones that those seeds of doubt in the relationship.
Yeah. Or they know that you
I think in their mind, they want. Yeah.
Okay.
And
you hear me?
I think in their mind, yes, I can hear you. We can hear you. You're good.
Oh, okay.
It's just delayed, but we can hear you.
Oh, okay.
But I also think that
Go ahead, Yola. Go, Yola.
Go.
That I also think, I just said that like 4 times.
Yeah.
I also think, this is the last time I'm saying this, that thank you, Kimon, that people will that they're overprotective. It's because in their mind they have this envision of what is best for you. So it's not really that they're trying to dampen you or hurt you, it's that they are literally thinking and they want to protect you, and that's why they act the way they do. It's almost like a parent. They'll like find every and any little thing to say something because they really just don't want you to get hurt. Or I'm about to go back, guys. Sorry.
Or
it might be a situation where they really don't want you to be in a relationship.
They don't want to see you happy.
Not that. They don't want to lose you. And so they put these little, overprotection, overcorrection, seeds of doubt, whatever you want to call it, because they don't want to lose you as a friend. Because we know that sometimes when we get into relationships, men and women, we tend to shy off on our friends a little bit. And we tend to go all in. Yeah. Sometimes we don't or can't find a balance for whatever reason. Don't know how to do it. And so this friend might be like, oh, I'm losing this person. I'm going to lose this person. And that'll happen.
But is that the epitome of a good friend? Because that's kind of selfish.
It is.
Because you want that is like utterly selfish. Because you want that friend, but your friend
is very selfish.
You you're in a certain box with your friend, and your relationship, is in another box. Everybody fulfills different parts of a person, right? So you being my friend is great, but man, I need a partner. I need a companion. I need a spouse. You can't fulfill that for me. So you should be able to know that, hey, you know what? I love you. I'm going to miss our relationship. We're still going to do stuff, but now it's just that, you know, I'm not alone anymore.
Yeah, there has
Yeah.
to be this understanding
Yeah.
that you're not losing me as a friend,
Yeah.
and also you want to see me happy,
Right.
right?
Mhm.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Howard said, "Good point, Yola. It's a good friend, but but a selfish friend."
Hmm.
All right. Thank you, Howard. Yeah. You can't be selfish like that. That's not gonna be too cool. All right. So, would you have anything on that, Juan?
I was just gonna agree with
How
what you
about your
guys.
friend?
Oh, no, go ahead.
Oh, there was a comment I missed. Did
Oh,
it,
yeah, that's one from Lisa.
go ahead, Duan. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was just gonna agree with what you guys were saying about the friend being selfish and not really looking out for their friend. A lot of times people do that because they don't have anything going on in their lives and they don't want to be left out. So a lot of times
Mhm.
people tend to do that or tend to try to overshadow their friend's relationship because they don't feel that
Mm.
connection anymore. So I think people need to really work on boundaries with friends a lot of times, making sure that like you come on saying like the friend knows
Look at
their
that.
place, the friend knows their
Mm.
That
place. Mm-hmm.
right.
Mm. Yeah. So then they're gonna feel like, okay, you've moved on, you're moving on, you're in a better spot than me now that, hey, you know what? But that should be an indication to that friend to say, hey, you know what? Maybe there's something now that now you're gonna have extra time. You're not gonna have all that free time to go hang out and do stuff. So now you want to be able to develop yourself, right? Use that time to a new language, go and meet some new people, go and just, be friendly with more friends, just something, go back to school, right? You use that time to better yourself. And sometimes alone time is good. And I think that that's just time that that person should be able to do an introspection and say, hey, you know what? There's something that is missing inside of me now that my friend is no longer here as much as I wanted to. So, let me occupy my time. Yeah, you got to occupy your time. Occupy your time.
Yep. Ben said some friends feed off of the energy generated in your relationship and cannot deal with it. Oh, good point. Yeah,
Mm,
some people feed off each other's energy.
good
And
or
so,
bad.
yeah. And
Yeah.
so when it starts to dwindle,
Mhm.
they like go berserk,
Mm,
like a Lifetime movie.
yeah. So when the relationship starts to dwindle or the relationship looks like it's going sour, then the friends will back off from you, don't want to talk because they probably don't know how to address the situation. Right? They see that you're not happy, they see that things are going on. So the friends will now back off. Is that what you're saying? Like they'll back off?
No, I'm saying that you have a friendship and this person feeds off of your energy, positive energy, let's say. And so they kind of crave it. And so when you're in a relationship, you're not really engaging with that person as much. So they're not getting that energy that they are eating from you. And so they go berserk like a Lifetime movie.
The real narcissist is the best friend, not the partner.
That could be
That's
possible.
true. The real
True.
narcissist can be the friend, the best friend, and not the partner.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, it's true.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Me too. Good
Good
I
thought.
thought.
have a question. So
Lisa said,
have you guys ever vetted somebody and it went wrong and it didn't go well?
I've
Hmm.
I've helped vet a friend, and man, and the relationship never went well, but they stuck it out.
Oh,
And
okay.
I gave my opinion, and it wasn't taken greatly. And I lost my friend, but the
Oh
friend
no.
was with went with their partner, and they got married and stuff.
Hmm.
Did the friend have a lot of trouble in the marriage? Yes. So my opinion was valid, but the friend was just like too much. But so they stuck out a lot of things came went to my friend. a lot of things was endured, but she wanted that friend. She wanted that man. So she stuck out everything that rolled out. And hey, but hey, that's life. But I know I gave my opinion. I gave my opinion, and that was it. So yeah, I have, and other friends too, and sometimes you can get the good vibe, and I'll give the good vibe, and I'll say, hey, yeah, and it worked out that they're together, and yeah, working on that for myself. True. Yeah, I can vet. I'm good at vetting, but sometimes we are great at helping other people.
I'm still laughing.
I know
You
we're sometimes great at helping other people.
Yeah, but not
And then
ourselves.
when we come to ourselves, we're like, we look at everything and we're just like, oh my God, and
Or we don't look at anything.
Oh.
I'm so happy. I learned absolutely nothing.
Go ahead, Yola. Hey, Lisa said you guys color coordinated on purpose.
Unintentionally and intentionally. Does that make sense? So it was a coincidence and it wasn't a coincidence. It was a little bit of both, Lisa.
A little bit of both, Lisa.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, because you know what, when you're vetting, when you're doing it yourself, you want to be cautious. You want to be saying that you want to have the long term. This is not just something a fly by night. You want to put yourself into it. You want to weigh all the odds. And sometimes you weigh the odds and then you're just like, well, that odd is good. And then you kind of like go back on your word and you're just like, is that the best thing for me? And that's a part of the process, I think, for you to be able to look into the things that you see, go back, marinate, think about it, and then, move forward, move slower, but have that balance. Sometimes we have to be our own friends, and everything that will be thrown at you, look at it for yourself and weigh it. You got to be emotionally strong. So that's why I say sometimes I waver with it, because I have to be emotionally strong to like look at all of the facets,
Yeah, and learn from all those little mistakes.
Yeah, learn from all the mistakes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could say I never vetted for anybody because I'm always nervous about how people are in relationships rather than a friendship. So have introduced people, but I never was like, yeah, this is a good person. Because like I said, you know them as a friend, you don't know them in a relationship. So that's always been my hesitation with like trying to vet for people, I think.
Good point.
That's good. Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, because you haven't been in a relationship with that person, so how do you know how that person is in a relationship? Unless that person is telling you what they've been in a relationship. But that's kind of like slim to none if you guys are friends.
Right. Right.
And what if the person that you're trying to introduce or vet in relationships that they have told you about, the person was a straight dog or a straight witch, and then but it so happens that this one person is the person that they want to change for. Now what?
Boom.
Yeah,
I had that conversation today with someone actually.
Right.
Yeah, people can change, but people have to want to change.
It has to be a heart change. It has to be a heart change.
But that's when the transparency comes in, the vulnerability comes in, time. That takes time. And that person, they say a man knows who they want from the beginning.
That's true.
That's what they say. That's what they say. They say men already knows who they want to get married to, who they want to just have fun or flings with, and they know who they can bring to their mom, right? Yeah. So they know off the bat. And sometimes women, with us, we take a longer time because,
no, we don't take a longer time.
No.
We just don't do that. We're just always happy until we're not happy. We don't do like, oh, I see this guy, he's talking to me, I want to marry him. No, We don't do that.
No,
We just be
can't.
like, oh, okay, you want to talk to me? Yay.
Yeah,
So always happy.
Yeah, until
It's
we're not
true.
happy.
Until we're not happy.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. We're just
Right.
always happy
Just do
until
the
we're
right
not
thing
happy.
and yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes I think that women should adopt some of the things that men do. You know, like I find that men will just cut you off if they're not interested in you.
Mhm.
Women don't do that.
Mm.
We
Right.
kind of linger around. We give second chances,
Mhm.
even though we know we shouldn't.
Mm.
Right?
Yeah.
When a guy's done, he's done. That's what I think. Might not be all men, probably not all men, but you always hear that in circles with guys,
Mm.
or you see their actions. They're done with you. They're done with you. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
404-916-5138 is the number to call. If you would like to voice your opinion, let us know. Did you vet? Have you helped your friend to get in a relationship? 404-916-5138 is the number to call. We are live on YouTube's Radio, Viscosity Blend, Zion Highness Radio, Reggae Global Radio. Oh,
I'm waiting for you to finish so that I can say my point. That's why I'm holding my finger up. This is a fun show.
Ben says, thank you for the not all men. All right, Ben, we got you. Ben, you need to give us a call. 404.
You're welcome, Ben. I got your back every time. I got you.
38. Come on, call us. Give us a call. We love and appreciate you when you call. We want to hear your voice. And we want to talk to you. We want to talk to you. Call us.
So I have never vetted that I could think of, honestly. I don't think I've ever done that. I did have someone tell me that they weren't going to tell me what they thought because they didn't want me to come back after the fact and say, well, you gave me this advice and I took it and it failed. I don't know how I felt about that in that moment. I don't think I liked it, but I respected it. Right. But I don't think I have ever vetted anyone, not that I could think of. You know, I've never introduced people to each other. I don't think I've ever done that.
Howard says, she's right. We linger if we love you.
Oh, okay. Cool.
That's true. I think for me, I have
awesome
done the
sauce.
opposite.
Awesome sauce.
Like,
awesome
I
sauce.
told
All right.
somebody
So let's
not-
get back.
I told somebody not to date a person. I've done that.
Say that again, Dwan. I'm sorry, you're in and out.
Oh, I don't know what's over my. Is it my? Oh, no, I was saying I've done the opposite. I haven't vetted. I've done it the opposite, which I told somebody not to date somebody. I've done that in the past. I don't know if that's good or bad, but it's like a warning. Yeah.
No, that's good. And did they listen to you?
No.
And then what happened?
Oh no, they didn't listen to me, and they went for it anyway, and then it ended up bad, like I thought it was going to. So they didn't listen to my advice.
Yeah.
No, I appreciate someone that will say something and they say this person is not for you. I appreciate that because I've been in this situation where people where somebody told me that and I did not listen and it didn't work. Right. But I think the problem was the approach.
Yeah.
The approach was not, hey, let's have a seat. This is what I see. I'm still there for you. If you decide to go through it anyway, I'm still going to be there after the fact. Instead, the approach was bam. And I did not take it well. And so therefore, the approach is important. But I can appreciate that. Someone telling me, that this person is not for you, Yeah, especially if it's somebody that I care about and I know has my best interests.
I like that. You stupid, what you not listening? You not paying attention?
That's what I got.
Oh my God.
No, like
what's
real,
wrong with
real.
you? Are you blind? You're
That's
like,
what I
whoa, wait a minute now.
Yeah, like tears.
Right. Oh no.
What are you talking about?
Oh no.
Why? Yeah, that's like you really like someone and you're just like, I don't want to hear what you got to say.
Yes,
and
why
they're
are you
speaking truth
saying
into
this
you.
stuff?
I
How
don't want
could you say that.
I don't want to see that. That's funny.
You said all of that. Okay. It's a lot.
Oh, you okay? I think she just went back there.
Yeah, she
Lisa said, woman's intuition is almost always accurate. Yes, Lisa.
yes.
Lisa said, when I was younger, I used my baby niece to vet my boyfriends. Hey, that's funny, but that's
Wow.
good.
Yeah.
Very, very good.
Wow.
Because kids, what do you have to say about that? Because I know what I say. What you got to say about that, Duan, as a therapist?
Wow, I don't know.
I don't know what that is exactly.
Therapist. Like I don't know what it is, but like you can. But I think with children, you can kind of see how that person is with other human beings. Like, if are they kind to the child? Does the child gravitate towards them? Does the child run away? So you can tell a lot about the behavior of a child when they're around a certain person. I don't know if there's like a psychological proof of that or anything like that, but I think it is a valid way to vet people. I think so.
Like pets.
Yeah, like pets.
Yeah.
Too.
Because kids have a pure heart. Kids have a pure heart. And kids are pure. They see purely. They hear purely. If you can tell a kid, no, you're not getting that, go sit down, and they come right back at you and they're hugging on you because they love truly, right? If two adults had that conversation, you'd be upset. We don't want to talk to each other, but kids come back. Kids, it's a natural instinct, I think, in kids that they can tell when someone is good. And my son actually was very good at that. He still is. My son is very good at that. He can tell. He can tell. Kids can tell. They have that intuition too.
Yeah, they do. And
they
I think kids gravitate to good people.
Yeah.
I think nowadays people call it high vibrational people,
Mm.
but they gravitate to that. You know, so yeah, that's a good one, Lisa.
I would say kids' intuitions are not foolproof because pedophiles prey on kids. That's true too. And that's true too. But that's a lot of work that person will have to now start putting in to be able to win over that child. That's true too.
I think even in that,
that's true, Howard.
I think in that situation, kids they still have that tuition.
They can still tell.
They can still tell. What
Yeah.
bothers me is that the parents that don't listen.
Yeah.
That's what bothers me.
And Ben said kids still have innocence. They still have innocence. Yeah. They can tell.
Yeah,
they can definitely tell. Lisa said Crystal, Dave's daughter, loved my ex-husband from the very beginning. That's good. See? That's good. That's good. They can tell. They do have that. And if you have somebody that will try to come in and act as if they're good, and the kids can still sense it. You might want to, hey, let's go here, and the kid is like, no, I don't want to, I don't want to go. And you're like, why would the kid not go?
Right.
I don't want to go with Uncle so and so. I don't want to go with Auntie so and so. Right? Because kids, they can still tell. They can still tell.
Yeah.
Not only that, if they've been having bad treatment and they just don't want to tell you for whatever reason. Yeah.
Man, guys, we're talking about vetting, the vetting process with friends, and we just want to kind of highlight these things because these are the things that that we go through every day. These are situations that people fall into. Your friends could fall into it, and somebody might be in that situation even right now. You're in a relationship or not, and these are just some of the pointers that you guys can take to kind of help you to kind of alleviate your anxieties or not, and just be able to now think about who is it that I can trust. Who is it I can trust to tell about this person that I'm interested in, or this person that I'm in this, a new relationship with, so that it can help you guys, because abuse is real. Abuse occurs all the time. So if you can see these red flags, if you can identify your friends can identify some of these things too. So, use your friends, man. Use your friends and your family to be able to help you through this process. And, especially if you want a long lasting relationship. Yeah.
We missed one of Ben's comments. He said, so is a man's intuition, your soul will tell you. The problem is we don't listen.
So is a man's intuition. Okay, so men have intuition too. Probably okay. You guys,
That's why I was laughing.
Okay, all right, yeah. But I think that sometimes men will, the ladies they're gonna just go ahead and just and jump in. And at that point, when you do that, when you jump into a relationship that's not going to feed you or serve you, then you waste time. Yes, you're going to learn things. You can have some fun. Inevitably, you're wasting the time that you could be with that right person. Eventually find that right person so that you can, have what you're really looking for. A lot of times men will have these filler ladies in, or women will have these filler men in. And then now that you're so consumed and you're involved in that, it's almost like you'll hear the story where you don't have room for somebody new to come in because you are already occupied or preoccupied with that person. So if it doesn't serve you, I say, hey, but you should men, you should pay attention. It's very good to pay attention, because and then you have men that end up being hurt now, and then you could say, well, the lady hurt me, but you knew too, right? So if you're not like great for each other, man, you guys are worth it. You guys are worth having a great person. So don't just settle.
You guys know my favorite show of all. I have a second one now, but you guys know my favorite show of all time is Cheaters.
Yes.
Right. And I will say, for the men and the women that are being cheated on, they all say the same thing during the pre-interview, that the person is acting differently, that they have a feeling, and it's both men and women. It's not just the man. It's not just the woman. Right. They both say the same thing. Oh, I have a feeling something's not right. I just have to know. That's your intuition. And of course there's actions that go with that don't quite flow right. Be right back. And then they're exposed, always something lame from the cheater. And men usually just say, okay, sometimes they fight, sometimes they don't, but the women always fight. They always fight like they're trying to stay in it. And I'm like, oh my goodness, look at this. The proof is right there in your face. But they had that intuition. So, both of the sexes have intuition. Sometimes we just don't listen, like Ben said, and sometimes we do listen. So yeah. Lisa had a comment. I would not have guessed that Yola's favorite show is Cheaters. Yes, it is, Lisa.
Yes.
Show of all time is Cheaters. It sounds crazy, but I just get this thrill off of these because I'm very interested in watching shows with people that are in relationships, because I like to see how people act on the outside, right? Like the scenario, what do they do? How do they act? What did they see? I like to watch those kind of shows. I like to watch shows, reality dating shows, matchmaking shows, courtship shows, because I like to see what's going on out there. And so Cheaters is like the entertainment. I mean, I don't know if it's real, but it's raw. It's like, they don't hold back anything.
After.
So
Cheaters is what happens after the relationship goes bad.
Yeah.
It goes bad. They're like, oh,
right. Yeah, I want to know what happens after it goes bad.
Right. After it goes
what
bad.
What did you see that made you call Clark? Yeah, right. What happened that made you call Clark? What made you call Mr.
A TV show.
and had them do a 3-month investigation on your partner. Right. Exactly. So yeah, Lisa. It's funny, but I say it all the time.
Thanks a
Ben
lot.
had a comment. He had
saw
two
Yola's?
comments.
You saw Yola's? Saw Lisa's comment?
Yeah, we just read it.
Okay.
Yeah. Um, so you're the observer of social relationships. Yes, I am. Yes,
that's
I
a good
am. I
title.
do. I
Yes.
like to watch relationships.
That's a good
It
title.
is. I think that's gonna be one of my new names now. I like
Yes.
it. Yola, the social um observer of social relationships. I love it. Thank you, Lisa. I'm gonna keep that one. But yeah, I like to watch that to see how people act, see what they think, see what they're going through. You know, I like to see what the red flags are that people are not paying attention to. And I like to see the good ones too, but you know, at the moment there's really just ones that don't work out. But it's still good to look at so you know what's going on out there,
Right.
you know. Ben said intuition and he spelt it in caps, which means it's important. Yes, it is.
Intuition.
And then Ben also said Jerry Springer needed a replacement. Oh, the Jerry Springer show. You know what? You know what, Ben? I was not a big Jerry Springer fan.
I used to love Jerry Springer as a kid.
Fan. I was completely Maury Povich.
Maury Povich?
Maury Povich is the man.
Oh,
You
yeah.
are nuts.
Yes,
I used
that
to
was my
love,
guy. I really wasn't into Jerry Springer because he was funny and entertaining, but he had just too much outlandish stuff. I just couldn't deal with it. But Maury, yes.
Jerry Springer was great until I heard that it was staged, and I was just like, "Oh man."
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
How is it? As a matter of fact, I think we're reasoning the relationship vetting to close to predatory behavior. You've got to approach a relationship from a love perspective other than a hazardous thing. While it's good to be vigilant, it's better to be optimistic. Okay. All right. There you have it.
Okay.
Guess what time it is?
It's time to talk more about Howard's comment. No, okay, I'm kidding. Thank you for your comment, Howard.
Thank you, Howard.
But actually, it is time for us to go.
Yes. It's final thoughts, guys. Final thoughts.
I don't like this part, guys. This is the part I don't like because I love the Chop It Up with Kimmy Kim and Dewan the One.
Yes.
I love your new name. It's absolutely beautiful. And of course, myself, the observer of social relationships.
Thanks, Lisa.
Shout out to Lisa. But yes, my final thought is it's good to have friends.
Mhm.
It's good to have good friends that you know have your back and are there for you. You know that you can bounce things off. We meet all sorts of people, and sometimes you just don't know who's there for you and who's not.
Yeah.
But a lot of times you can feel and know and understand the ones that are really there for you.
Mhm.
They're your ride or die friends, you know, that will give you good advice, that they have good intuition. They're smart. They may have been through some stuff, but at the core, they love you and they have your best interest. So it's good to have friends. This week, let's try to really identify who those good friends are and remember to tell them that you love them and that they are there for you and you are there for them.
Yeah.
That's my final thought.
All right. Awesome.
Okay.
Go ahead, Miss Bland.
I have a two-parter. This is short though. But I just want to remind people to lean into gratitude during this season, the holiday season, even though it's a fun, shiny, bright season. There's a lot of seasonal depression, a lot of grief around the holidays. So just make sure that we're leaning into gratitude. That just means just being grateful for something every day, just writing it down in a journal or just saying it, putting it in your phone or just having something to look at every day to show that we're grateful for, today. And the second part is, I think vetting is a really important in relationships. If you can get somebody to vet for somebody, I think that's a good start of the relationship, and not leaning too much into the vetting, taking it as gold, and also making sure that you're putting your 2 cents in to the vetting process as well. So I think it's a good thing, vetting, and I think friends should vet if they are able to, don't just do it because you think the person likes this person, things like that. Make sure that you are coming from a good place. You know this person. You have history together. I say at least over 5 years knowing the person to try to vet for somebody else. And like I said, just making sure that you are doing the work. You're doing the work. So
I like it.
Me
Doing the
too.
work, doing the work. Yeah. Make sure you find someone that's going to be rocking with you guys. Listen, you want to have you want to have friends that have your back. If you find that you have friends that are not for you, cut them, get rid of them, because guess what? They're never going to serve you right. And then, they're going to always lead you down the right path. Cut them, get rid of them, and move on, because your relationship is what's important. You are important. You deserve to have someone that's great. You deserve to have a partner that's wonderful. You deserve to have a great relationship. Make sure the friends that you are asking to be involved into your future decisions are like gold. Make sure you truly are trusting of this person, and don't be blind. Also, make sure that you are looking at their lens, looking from their eyes, and knowing that, making sure that they have your interests at heart. Make sure you do, guys. Don't lose out on a loved one, on a person, a potential great guy or girl, because you didn't listen. All right. Intuition is key. Follow your intuition, pray, ask the Lord to help you with your process, and just do it. Like Nike. Take care. Guys, thank you for being with us on the Positive Forces Show each and every Saturday from 4 to 5 p.m. and Sunday from 6 to 7 a.m. on Reggae Global Radio. We are live on Viscosity Blend, You Choose Radio, Zion Highness Radio. Guys, until next week, next time, see you then. Take care. Take care. Take care. Oh, man. I love you guys. I love you guys.
We love you guys. Have a great week.
bye.
Have a great week, guys. Oh, man. Bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you, Ben. He says, I do. Goodbye.
Ben.
Goodbye.
Bye.
You Choose Radio family. Thank you for keeping it locked with us. DJ Smiles. Ross Dougal. Big up yourself. Marlon. Yes, yes. During the Rooms to Go Kids holiday sale, this cottage-style kids room with twin panel bed